Today's episode is brought to you by Olive and June.
Woo!
I love having my nails done. I hate going to get my nails done. This is a phrase that I've tried to incorporate into my life. Is like, I like to make sure I can like the doing and the done. If I just like the done,
that.
Thanks. With Olive and June's gel polish, it's the perfect at-home solution for salon quality nails. You don't have to go to the salon.
What's really exciting about the Olive and June Mani system is that it delivers up to 21 days of flawless wear with high gloss shine that won't chip, lift, or dull. It has a non-damaging removal thanks to the new peel-off base coat and salon speed soak-off system. Say goodbye to the drama of gel removal.
It includes everything you need for a salon quality manicure in one box, and you can customize it with your choice of 6 gel polishes, which breaks down to less than $2 a manicure.
You also get a custom 5-finger LED lamp and their iconic poppy for easy painting with your non-dominant hand.
With their high-performance cleaner solution, HEMA-free, 15-free, and as always, cruelty-free and vegan.
I really love Olive and June, and a couple months ago when we had lunch with Mary, she had on some press-on nails, and you were like, "What are those?" But like in a nice way, like those are so cute.
Gorgeous.
Yes. And they were Olive and June. And then they sent us their press-on nails. And I've been wearing them nonstop since they sent us the nails. Like, they're so cute. They're so, like, the quality is great. They look great. They feel great. They're just cute. And I've been getting so many compliments on them.
I love everything Olive and June has released. Like I've built up the collection at this point, and what I love so much about it is that like when I was like a religiously going to get my nails done at the salon, manicure, pedicure, doing this every so often, all of that. And when I like stopped doing that, I didn't find an alternative. I just like stopped painting my nails. But I also want cute nails, so I love that I don't have to deal with making the appointments, with sitting in traffic. I love being able to like do my nails at home, have them look so good, and also have them last.
Visit oliveandjune.com/blame me for 20% off your first Olive and June gel mani system. That's oliveandjune.com/BLAMEME for 20% off your first Olive and June gel mani system.
When cool, creamy ranch meets tangy, bold buffalo, the whole is greater than the sum of its sauce. Say howdy, partner, to new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Only at McDonald's for a limited time.
At participating McDonald's.
The all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Hybrid doesn't just turn heads. It commands respect. With its stunning exterior, luxurious interior with available captain seats, and spacious third-row seating and equipped with advanced technology, you and the family are making a statement before you even step out. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more and experience the all-new 2026 Palisade Hybrid today.
Hello.
Hello. We're kind of coordinating again.
We are. I mean, we weren't before, but as you do, you change your outfit right before we record all the time.
Yeah, I dress like it's like San Francisco. So I just do layers and then I take them off or add them as needed. And the weather has been weird.
Yes. It was cold yesterday. It was raining for a brief period of time. I stepped outside to go get our mail.
Mm-hmm.
And on the street where the mail person is, or our mail place is, it's like a residential neighborhood and a old house that they've converted into a mail place.
Is it in Mid-City?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds exactly like Mid-City.
And I saw our old friends.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm addicted to those
They
women.
were alive and in person. They were doing it to someone's house And I said, can't make eye contact. Just keep straight. Also, it's raining, so I'm trying to move very quickly.
I'm addicted. If anyone doesn't know, repost it onto the story. It is genuinely so fucking funny. I don't know what these women... And by the way, I've never seen a man do it.
No.
I don't know.
But I have on Ring. So I got on... So how we first saw them is that I saw them on my Ring. And then I sent it to Meghan. I was like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then Meghan showed up to my door one time and did it. And it was not pleasant. But after I was like, who are these people? Other people on Ring were posting other people doing it too. And there were a few men, but still nobody knows what they're selling.
No, they fully ignore the no solicitation signs and they ring the doorbell. It's a very like exaggerated, they like really lean in to ring the doorbell and they know where their angles are. They know where the camera is. They know where the ring is and they wave and they have a specific cadence in which they do hello, hello, hello. And then they wave in this like it's Princess Diaries. They would be like, "Wow, wait, that is not a demure princess wave." It is like they wave from their shoulder all the way arm out. Like it is like
it's
parade
like an
float
inflatable
wave. Yes, it is an inflatable wave, and they all do the exact same fucking thing. And they just ignore the signs, and they're like, "We'll come back later." And it's like, literally don't. Like,
please stop.
No soliciting, and also, you're not even being like, "Hi, I'm from so and so." Like, I'm here for what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I tried to, because they're always carrying like notepads. I've tried to zoom in to see if I can see. I can't see what's going on.
No. So part of me wonders if they're like Scientologists.
Yeah.
Or like something. Like it does give more religious cult organization than like Save the Planet.
Yes.
It's not really vibing with like the personalities they hire.
Yes, they're trying to trick you to coming to the door, which I don't see how doing all that extra thing is going to entice me to come to a door.
It's creepier.
Way creepier. But if it was like Save the Planet, they would say, hey, I'm here with a petition to sign.
Not a thing of that. And also they have a big ear-to-ear grin from the entire time you see them on camera.
It
like they're just
uncanny.
Yeah, it's very Scientology. And they're not wearing any specific outfits that makes me think it's any other.
No.
Makes me think it's the alien religion.
Yes.
Maybe you're on a list because you love aliens.
Maybe.
Yikes.
But the weather here has been today. It's bright and sunny.
Oh, and we're gonna have rain until Tuesday.
Yes, it's going to be terrible. Usually we have like big gusts from the Santana winds at this time. They haven't really been
gusting
active as they are, but we are about to get so much rain.
Yeah, and we're getting like more wind, and I have to say the windstorm last year, like it ruined me because now when I look at other gusts, I'm like, that's fine because it's not over 120 miles an hour. I'm like 24 miles an hour, that's fine. So it's gonna get windy now. And my sister-in-law was in Europe for which I felt so bad for. It was like 4 days that she was like in like 3 different countries, like for work. Yeah, and I was like, that sucks. And so she just got back and we were FaceTiming talking about my nephew's upcoming, like he just had his birthday, but his birthday party is this weekend. And I wanted to FaceTime him and ask him if he had decided on the cake that he wanted. And I was asking her and I was like, so weather-wise, like, have you guys had a backup? And she was like, what? And like looks at her husband immediately, goes, I just landed on U.S. soil. Is there supposed to be bad weather? And I was like,
terrible weather.
So, yeah, I was just talking to her today, and I don't think that. I think we have to reschedule his birthday party. But we're still going to do, like, family party and watch Lilo and Stitch and eat cake.
Sounds like a great party to me. He probably won't even miss his friend.
Yeah, I think do you know how many people were invited? When she told me, I was like,
25? What? 50?
50
How
people.
does he know 50
That's
people?
What I said, he's 6. He knows 50 people?
Is it from his sports games and then school?
Well, I guess you have to
and then daycare,
inviting everyone from school, and then the people everyone from school, and then also extending the invite to siblings, because if it's close in age. She was like, he will grow out of like this level of invite for a party. Like, you don't have to keep doing this, but it's kindergarten. And a lot of people have like siblings like very close in age, so it's that, and then parents, and then a couple. I don't know if he's any soccer friends, but then there's friends from daycare, and then there's friends who he doesn't go to school with. And I was like, he's so popular.
So, but the parents are included in this count. Is that what you're saying?
I hope so.
Okay. That makes more sense to me. I thought you meant 50 children. And then
No,
that's at least 50 parents on top of it.
If it's 50 children, she was way too chill about telling Mons and I that, like, it's at 10 a.m., so, like, totally understand if, like, you don't want to come. Like, it would be helpful to have an extra set of hands with the baby. But if not, like, don't worry, we've got it.
Okay.
So I would really hope that.
Okay. I feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah. But he's popular. He's got friends. He's a cool kid. He's pretty cool. And his choices that he gave me was that I could do either a Pikachu cake, and then he gave me an alternative, which I was like, I gotta ask his mom if she was like, okay, that kind of sounds hard. Like, she doesn't bake, but she's always like, that sounds, maybe give her a second option.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I couldn't do Pikachu, he said a Dodgers cake. So I'm leaning towards a Dodgers cake just because I'm stumped by the Pikachu ears and the transporting of that, and also, like, Pikachu's not that, like, characters are hard if you're just trying to draw the character out of fucking icing. So I think we're leaning towards Dodgers, but I'm gonna, like, pre-make stuff, so if it gets too hard, then I can, like, pivot and switch to another one.
You can always just go get do it Dodgers blue or whatever, or make a baseball, and then go get the stick on things.
So that was, like, what I was saying. I was like, that would be a lot easier than, especially, like, the Dodgers just won. Like, it would be a lot easier and a lot easier to find, I think, than, like, Pikachu last minute if I needed. But I showed him my Christmas decorations. He went, "Wow, Christmas at your house already."
Yeah. He's me.
He's literally, like, he's so fucking sarcastic, and he doesn't even know what sarcasm is. And I'm just like,
he just exists.
You're just judging me. And he's always like, "Wow, cool for you." And I'm like, ouch, dagger to the fucking heart. But we got him I think he's actually really gonna like this gift, and I think it's not good, but, like, it's a good gift that we have got him for his party to have been canceled. Like, we can still play with it. We got him this was all my idea, a fort building kit where it's like, it comes with these, like, big beams and, like, these, like, things that you stick into it, and you can, like, make into all these different shapes, and then you just throw a sheet on top, but it's big, and you can get, like, you can build upon it and get more of the sets to, like, make them even bigger. And we always build forts out of, like, the back of chairs and, like, the bed or whatever. So I think this is going to be pretty fucking cool.
Cute.
And I'm excited. I'm going to be like, can we build a fort now?
When I was little, I had, like, a tent that I could pop up myself. And it was the same thing. Like, I would, put it together. It was easy to put together. And then put the blankets and stuff inside. So I really enjoyed that. That
was what my jumping off point was, like, starting with being, like, a little, like, pop-up indoor kind of tent. But I was like, if I make it, like, if I get one that's, like, obnoxiously kind of big, then that means he has to take it down. Like, it needs to be not a convenient size, because, like, he shares her with his sister. So, like, he has to be able to take it down every day, or at least for a bit. So I'm so excited for that. I always wanted one of those, like, little tents that you have. It's like the American Girl doll one. Oh God, I was like, I want that.
Yeah, I think mine was, like, play school.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, I guess I should explain what this podcast is for everybody. This is Don't Blame Me, a podcast where we give you wonderful, amazing, life-changing advice. And, in order for us to give advice, you have to, like, get to know us as people. You have to be like, do I trust their vibe? That was our vibe. And you'll hear more of our vibe. We also talk about pop culture and current events and things like that. But if you want some advice, you can give us a call at 310-694-0976. Or you can send us an email to meganpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to still hear your voice on the podcast, but you can't do the Google number because you are not within the United States, you can send us a voice memo to that email. Or you can just type out what you want to say, keep it under 300 words, or you can fill out the form that is listed in the show notes. And that will give you everything you need to know. So 3 minutes for the voice recordings, 300 words for written. We kept it simple for you, 3. And just give us as much information and detail as possible. We do have to know how old you are because A, you have to be over 18, and B, it changes the advice that we give.
And I'm Melissa, and that's Meghan, and we've been doing this since 2017. Long time. So we're going to take a break, and when we get back, we'll get into some advice.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies just to see if you could save some cash? Well, Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states. The holidays are approaching, and everyone knows that this time of year, the sooner you can get things done, the better. For both shoppers and businesses, the best time to score great deals during the holidays is during that Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. And if you have your own business, whether you've been around the block a few times or this is your first year going through the holiday sale rush, the most important thing you can have is a platform that can handle everything that's about to be thrown at you. This is a crucial time for your business and your customers. And with Shopify, you can be sure that your tools and platform are ready for anything that comes your way. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names to entrepreneurs who will be participating in their first Black Friday, Cyber Monday this year. With everything else going on, you probably don't have time to spend hours poring over every little detail in your online store. That's why Shopify's thousands of templates and tools help you streamline website creation and make sure that your site isn't just aesthetically pleasing, but functional and easy to use. Shopify's expedited checkout, Shop Pay, saves customer information and reduces hassle. And the best part is that it's been proven to boost conversions, meaning you'll see less abandoned carts and more profits. You can also stress less knowing that Shopify's award-winning customer support team is on standby 24/7 to help with any issues that arise, allowing you to get back to your business as fast as possible. This Black Friday, join the thousands of new entrepreneurs hearing for the first time with Shopify. Sign up for your free trial today at shopify.com/realm. That's shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. And make this Black Friday one to remember.
All right, we're back. We're getting to some advice. Here's the first one. My name is Olivia. I'm 18 and I just started working at a gym about a month ago. My mom actually helped me get the job since she's been a personal trainer at another branch for years. Everything was going really well until I developed a bit of a problem. There's a guy who works there too. He's 29.
Ugh.
So yes, there's a big age gap, but he's charming, responsible, funny, and we just get along effortlessly. He's my supervisor, so nothing inappropriate has happened, but we talk a lot during shifts, and there's definitely a connection. Recently, he told me he likes me too, and that's where things got complicated. He said he wants to wait until after he leaves the gym since he's planning to quit soon to start his own training business. I believe him, and I don't think he's being creepy or manipulative. But when I mentioned it to my stepdad, he told me I was being naive and that a 29-year-old man shouldn't be interested in an 18-year-old. Now I can't stop second-guessing everything. I know the age gap doesn't look great, but he doesn't treat me like a kid. He's patient, kind, and hasn't pushed for anything. Still, I recently found out he used to work with my mom at her old gym, and that's what really scares me. If she finds out, she will absolutely lose it. So I need your advice. Am I wrong for thinking this could actually be something real? Is it naive to believe that someone older could genuinely like me without bad intentions? Or should I listen to my family and walk away before it gets messy? You felt comfortable enough to tell your stepdad, but not your mom. And your stepdad already said it was a bad idea. And I agree with everything he said. There's nothing that a 29-year-old man needs with a 18-year-old. And then you know that your mom's going to lose it.
Yeah.
like everybody in your family seems like they're doing the right thing. And you're like,
No, and like him not treating you like a kid is a problem. I understand that it's like, well, no, it's like there is a huge difference. Once you get older, there is a massive difference in age gaps of like 5 years between like a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old is very different than a 30-year-old and a 35-year-old. But 18 is like not when that's like that 18 is not just like oh, now it starts here.
And maybe he doesn't treat you like a kid because he's your boss.
Well, and he told her he liked you. Like, he liked you.
Like,
That's
this is
gross.
inappropriate. if he was even going to say that he liked you, he should have saved that for when he left for his own company. But even then, no, there's a power dynamic now. And then there's always going to be that age gap dynamic that's going to be off. And again, your mom is going to lose it because she is a professional who works for the same company, who knows this man. If she knows him and she's going to lose it, these are red flags.
And this is how you, an 18-year-old, talks about him: charming, responsible, funny. Like, that's, I promise you, not how his 29-year-old peers describe him. Like, there is a reason that men go for younger women like this. And like, regardless of gender, but specifically why older men go for younger women is because they can do so much less and you can be so much more impressed. And that's like the non-predatory version of it. Like, that's like what if it's hard for you to wrap your head around like this person like being like gross and creepy, just being like, oh, he can actually do the bare minimum with me because I don't have the experience to compare it to. Like, that is like the most like watered down version of what that manipulation and that power dynamic is. It's that he can put in less effort and receive a better reward. And like, he's not going to be compared to other, like all of this kind of stuff, that it's just like, it's also so funny to me that like, not funny, but like, I wish more people would think about it in the sense of like, think of the reverse. And it's like, well, the reverse isn't fair because like, that's like so much younger. Like, that's like gross. And I'm like, because you're not at his age yet. Like, you can't even get to a point where it's like, if the roles were reversed and you dated someone this many years younger than you, and it's like, well, that's so gross. You're not even at the age where we can entertain age gap relationships then, if you cannot be the older person in an age gap relationship without it being illegal. Like, that to me, I'm like, that is like, there's not enough of a threshold there. Because oftentimes, even if it's like a 10-year age gap and you are, I don't know, let's say it's like a 20-year age gap and you're 21 and dating someone who's 41, and it's like, okay, do I want to date someone would you even date someone who's like 5 years younger than you? And if you're like, no, okay, there's something here that it's the patriarchy has also made a lot of women, and like, I think most people are guilty of this at some point. It's something you do have to unlearn, that like there is something like extra special of being like pursued by or picked or chosen by an older guy. It's like, oh, this is like, oh, he's into me like this. Like, wow, this is like a hot older man. And it only is until you reach that age where you go, that's a little, now I thinking back on it, that's a little weird. And there's no way your mom wouldn't find out. Right. She would. And like,
your stepdad has probably already told her.
Well, and even saying that like he's planning on quitting soon to start his training business. If he was your age and he was telling you all of this, I would still be like, that's putting a lot of pressure on you. Like, he should quit, do his own thing, start that, and then reveal that he has feelings for you. He shouldn't do that when he's your supervisor regardless. But he also shouldn't do it like essentially being like, so you down or not? Because if otherwise, he's making there's a pressure there to pursue this because he's quitting his job, saying that he's doing this or whatever, but because he's giving you the input and telling you before he's made the decision, it does feel like you're factored into the decision, and that's a lot of pressure. And that's also manipulative and a power imbalance and also not fair, and this is why he should not do this. And I think like, if he's doing this and he's so comfortable, and this is oh my god, this is a month, I just realized.
Yeah.
1 month.
Is so
he has
soon.
done this with so many other people. He has done this, I promise you, like he's done this so many times. And yeah, this is just, it's not worth it at all.
You can't even go hang out the same places together.
No.
He hangs out with his friends, like they're doing a group hang. You can't go to a bar with him. You have to stay home.
This only ends badly. Like, it really does. It's not going to be good.
It's unprofessional. It doesn't look good on your part. It makes your mom also look bad, who probably got you this job. Don't do it.
No. And the fact that like your stepdad can say that one thing to you and then you're like, oh, wow. And then you start reading into it, to me, that is like, I'm not going to call you naive because you're 18. Like, you are an 18-year-old. So the idea that this person who's being kind to you is like manipulative and a little bit gross is shocking, is good. I don't want you to get hardened by this. Like, of course, like everybody wants something, all of this kind of stuff. But like, you should listen to your you should listen to your stepdad. Like this is, and explicitly going for something like this that has this power imbalance while your stepdad has already said something to you, this guy will alienate your family. Like it is just, there is no circumstance in which this ends well.
Yeah, you're just gonna get your heart broken and also be manipulated, which is already happening. So please leave this man alone.
Yeah. And I always think that, like, even if it's like, okay, well, if this ends up, like, blows up in flames, like, you know, whatever, it's just a relationship. Think about, like, how it affects how you go into other relationships after. Like, every relationship that we are in, every friendship we're in, like, everything we do in our life influences the decisions we make in our future, influences the other choices and all of those and the relationships we have afterwards. And it's like, do you want to have to unlearn that? Or do you want to have to be like, hey, someone's telling me that they're giving me the cheat sheet for the lesson, that this is not going to be good. Maybe this is an open book test. I'm going to do this versus like letting myself get into this circumstance and situation, knowing what the outcome is going to be, and then having to heal from that.
Yeah. And in this case, and I hate that you're making me do this, trust the man. Like, trust the actual grown-up man in this situation, which is your stepdad.
Yeah, and I think it's great that your stepdad felt comfortable saying that to you.
And also that you felt comfortable enough to even tell him to.
Yeah, and he's saying that not from the same place that we are as women who've experienced it from being women. He's saying that as looking at men in his life, men that he has grown up with and the peers of that, and like who dates younger women.
Yep. So don't do it. And maybe see if you can transfer gyms.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is sexual harassment.
Deeply inappropriate.
All right, we're going to take a break. And when we get back, I'm going to talk about all the TV that I watched this weekend, and it's going to make Meghan so mad.
Because it's nothing that I wanted you to fucking watch, I bet.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Did you know that parents rank teaching financial literacy as the toughest life skill? That's where Greenlight comes in, the debit card and money app made for families. With Greenlight, you can send money quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and track spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn how to earn, save, and spend responsibly, while parents have peace of mind knowing smart money habits are being built. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Spotify.
We're back. What did you watch? You didn't watch Paradise. I know that.
No, I'm saving Paradise for...
I've given up.
No, I'm saving it for when the second season comes out. I'm going to sit down and watch it all together.
Okay.
Was there anything else? What else did you tell me to watch?
Did I tell you to watch Grosse Pointe? Did you ever watch it?
I watched the first episode. It wasn't enough to keep me going.
I told you to watch Lupin.
I told you I was never going to watch that.
I really want your dad to watch that, but there's no way he's going to watch that. Cause it's...
Maybe when I go home, I'll put it on for him.
I think Matz's mom texted me the other day and she said, what was that on? Do we have that here? I kind of want to watch that again. And I was like, I know. It's so good.
Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, there's honestly like so many at this point. Like, okay. I don't remember.
You're going to be shocked at how much TV I've been watching because I've been putting away things. But also keep in mind, I have not watched Grey's Anatomy, which has been back for like a month. And I haven't watched it because I haven't had like a sit down and watch TV moment. It's
background
a lot of
noise.
Yeah, background noise. So like I'm not watching one of my top shows.
Okay.
So don't feel too bad.
Okay.
I finished Poker Face.
Oh, okay. I haven't finished it.
You haven't?
No, we started watching Vampire Diaries. And we need to finish it. We have like 2 episodes left, I think.
Well, the 2 episodes are some of the best episodes I've ever seen on TV. It is brilliant. But this morning it got canceled.
Are you kidding me?
No. You
mean the actors show with all of the actors? The actors show?
Yes. with a top, like Ryan Johnson is a genius, one of the best of our time. I hope, because he does work a lot with Netflix, I hope that they scoop it up, but they haven't been doing that so much lately. But maybe because he has such a strong relationship with them, then they will.
Yeah. Wait, I'm like shocked.
I am too, because those truly some of the best TV I've ever seen in my life. TV movies.
Yeah. I was talking about how like these are going to get nominated. Like I was like, this will all get nominated for Emmys, like specific episodes. Can't like the fact that like a single actor can come on for one episode and then be like, that was an Emmy winning performance. Yes. And then you're going to cancel it.
Yeah. The one with the little girl too.
Which one?
One that's centered around a little girl. Charlie's working at a school.
Maybe we didn't get to that. Maybe we have more than 2.
It's so good.
What season was it? 3?
2. There's only been 2 seasons.
Only 2? What's the one? The Cynthia Erivo one was the last one.
No, that was the first one.
Okay.
Did you only watch one? No, because you watched the one with
I watched
our
the
man.
alligator.
Yeah. Y'all got to finish that show.
Okay.
So good. Also, Peacock likes to take things off, so you probably should finish it.
Oh, you're right. Like quickly, expeditiously.
Yeah, but they are advertising Grosse Pointe like it's a new show. Every time I turn on Peacock, it is right there.
And it pisses me the fuck off because I said, and then you went and canceled it. You went and canceled our Desperate Housewives. That's what you went and canceled.
Yep. Then I turned on Apple TV because I'm like, I need to watch Loot. But then they play the little previews before you even click on something.
Did you watch like all of Severance?
No.
Okay.
I hear a very familiar voice and I go, I don't see it because it's a voiceover. But I said, that is Jack from Young and the Restless, who I've known all my life. There's not been a point in my life where this man has not existed in my life. What is he doing on this show? So I clicked and watched it. It's called Pluribus. It is creepy.
Yeah.
It's like a contagion has taken over this town and it hasn't infected a few people, but we're following one of the people it hasn't affected. And he is playing like the leader of, they say they're not aliens, but they have alien technology.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about watching this. This looks good.
Yeah, he looked like he was the president. But he took over like for the president because he was doing like a press conference for the president.
This does not seem like a show you would normally watch.
It's not. I only was in it because of him.
Your man.
I've never seen him on anything else. This man is like in his 70s. I've never seen him in anything else ever except for Young and the Restless. He has a very distinctive voice, so I was like, I have to see it because I've literally never seen him in anything else. He doesn't show up till the last few minutes of the show, so I had to watch the whole thing.
My God.
It was not a show that I watched, but I just watched the first episode. And I said, not a show I usually watch. Let me get to Loot.
Yeah.
So I watched Loot, the 3rd season. It's still very good. The whole season. I watched the whole season of Nobody Wants This, which I know you're never going to watch it. People who watch it, please let me know what you think, because I feel like those 2 characters should not be together. They have no chemistry. They don't make sense as a couple. They're constantly fighting against their own individual beliefs. Everybody else on the show was way more interesting. Like, I enjoyed this season more than I enjoyed the first season, but I don't need them as a couple at all. They could be friends, and I think the show could survive perfectly fine like that.
I will say I have not seen it. I've seen clips, and I also agree that I think they have literally zero chemistry. And I think
anybody just incompatible.
And anybody who's like trying to like dispute that they have chemistry, I would ask yourself if you love Adam Brody, because I also love Adam Brody, and like that can cloud of being like, do you like him on your screen? You like him in a romantic kind of role, but like, do these actual actors in their characters, both of them together, because you can, as an actor, you can have great chemistry, but the characters can have bad chemistry. Same, vice versa. But like, I just don't see their chemistry in
It's
that way.
sibling energy. And which if you watch them in just interviews, they seem like siblings or just good friends. Which, that's how I feel like people should be in interviews. But as characters, they're just fundamentally incompatible and they're constantly fighting against that.
Mm-hmm.
The Valentine's Day episode gave me the ick. Any part of me that has ever been attracted to Adam Brody, no longer there.
Yeah, I will not be watching.
Yeah. Then I watched Laid, which is also on Peacock, which is about a woman she's 32, who finds out that every man that she slept with is dying.
So the opposite of that other show about the woman who's dying and is just trying to have a lot of sex?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is somebody who, and it's like a comedy, but it's also dark. And
like Good Luck Chuck, except death as opposed to getting married.
I haven't seen Good Luck Chuck. But it's very funny. The lead character is awful. And people tell her she's awful. So that's the thing that I have when I'm watching TV shows is if sometimes they're not self-aware that they're awful, and then I can't get into this. Like they think they are the best character ever or the best person ever. Can't tap in. This person is actually bad and everybody thinks that she's bad. She does something I think is unforgivable. But yeah, all of her exes are dying, and so she's trying to warn them before they do. Okay. But there's one that doesn't die. And so they think that he's the loophole.
It's very practical magic. Okay, I can watch that. Do you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I'd be interested. I don't know how this is a sustainable concept for a show, but I'll be interested to see what they do with the second
A lot
season.
of death.
But now she's at the point where there's nobody.
Oh, she just can't sleep with more. I guess it's does she become a nun? Does she go to a convent?
Right. So I watched that whole season.
My God.
We're just halfway
I literally
through.
never even knew existed, and you're just like, yeah, I watched it all.
Yeah. Halfway through. Then of the things that I watched, then I watched Working Moms. I watched a few episodes of that. It's on Netflix. It's 7 seasons long.
Isn't that a Canadian show?
Yes, it is. And you can feel the Canadianism in it. I probably won't watch it because I'm not, it's funny. I will say that it's very funny. I just don't find it relatable. The characters are irritating in a way that I want to help them, but they're just bad people that are bad.
Okay.
I tried to watch The Bear.
Why?
I've watched the first 2 seasons. And then I turn on the 3rd season and I'm like, I know that this show is about grief, but I cannot keep having flashbacks to his brother's funeral or death. I'm just over it so much, even though I know that's the crux of the show.
What do you mean? It's a comedy. That's what the Emmy said.
Oh my gosh. I've watched the first 6 minutes of the 3rd season, first episode. There was no talking for the first 5 minutes of it.
I hate that.
Also, I'm unpacking, so I'm not paying attention. So I said, I'm out.
No, that's me trying to watch Call Me By Your Name. I said, someone actually needs to speak because this will lull me into a slumber.
I did go to sleep watching it.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times. Then I tried to watch Honey Don't.
What is that?
That's the one with, it's a movie. It's not a TV show. But it's with Margaret Qualley and Aubrey Plaza and Chris Evans.
In the car.
There's a picture of them in on the poster. There's a car.
Oh, sorry. It's not the road trip movie that she takes?
No.
Okay.
It is. I had stopped and started that film about 6 times, and I'm at a point where I can't continue it. It is one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen. It feels like it takes place in the 70s, but they're actively talking about COVID. And
I hate that.
But it's also just weird because Chris Evans is playing a preacher, but he's also fucking so many people. And we see it. I don't want to see that.
No.
So I've finally got to the point where I said, I'm not coming back. There's also a lot of murder.
Weird.
Very bloody murder.
It has what I would say is like it's at the beginning of the worst range of ratings of like how well it's rated. That makes me go, this is probably not. This is going to be bad and not in a fun way, which is like 45 to 60.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there. The 40 to 50 is like the worst range you can get.
Yeah. It's not for me. I can see how like people that are very much into like indies.
Oh, maybe I would like it.
And love just really weird things. You would like it? I don't.
Yeah,
think
I love
you'll
weird
like
things.
I don't think you'll like this.
Really?
I truly don't think you'll like this.
Because
you don't like Chris Evans as it is.
I was about to say, I don't really like him, and so like if you're telling me that like he's in this indie, like I'm like, there's like a couple Chris Evans movies I like that if he was recasted, I would like them just as much.
Yeah, I don't.
He doesn't do it.
And he just plays a very unlikable character too.
Yeah, no.
And I was trying to be there for the girls, but the pacing, it's not for me.
Usually 40 to 60, the issue is pacing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you can't move past it.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, I've been watching what I think is one of the greatest TV shows to come out in the last couple years. And I'm saying this earnestly, and this is a creator that I usually don't watch their things because they don't allow, historically, they've been doing better now, allowing other people in their writer's room and they just crank out things in a day.
There's genuinely, okay, I'm nervous for what you're about to say.
Beauty in Black, Tyler Perry's TV show.
Whew, that's much better than I thought you were going to say.
It is, speaking of pacing, so many people that you love don't get attached to anybody. People are dying left and right.
Oh, it's Vampire Diaries.
People are getting killed left and right. It is so dramatic. It is like the speed of this. We're also getting like 16 episodes for one season, which is rare these days. We're usually getting like 8 now, especially for streaming. And I keep thinking, I'm like, what can they do next? And they top it every time. Like, I am so gripped, like seated. Like I've been doing it, watching it while I've been doing like my consulting work. I just have it on. It is everything that I love about TV, like the soapiness, the acting, the pacing, the script. There are some lines that she said, one of the main characters, she goes, "You smell like," hold on, I have to get it right. She said, "You smell like Jim Crow." What does that mean? She said that to another Black person. What the hell does that mean? She also said something like, "I'm not going to get wrinkles over a bitch that's dead." All these characters have secrets.
Oh, I love that.
They all are just surprising me. One of the other main characters, she superhero. I don't know how she's still alive and doing what she's doing.
Wait, I love the stakes of this. Like, I love the stakes.
The stakes are so high. It is crazy. That. It is insane. I cannot wait to continue to watch this show. I'm on like episode, I think 11 of
season 1.
Season 1, and I still have season 2 to get to 2. So I'll be on this for the next few days. It's so good.
I just looked it up, and the first thing that popped up was the IMDb review, which is, "It is so bad, I'm addicted, it's so good." And then someone else on Reddit says, "I've never seen TV worse than this." And everyone is unhappy that they're saying that. They're like, "No, this is so fun."
It's so good. Mm-hmm. You don't enjoy good storytelling.
I said it's the dumbest, worst acted, worst written trash, and I loved every single second of it.
It was so good.
Everyone's saying, no, it's so good. What are you talking about?
Like, I am not hate watching this show at all. It started as that because I was like, I gotta watch something else because I've gotten through so many things.
Yeah.
And Netflix kept saying, watch this. And I finally gave in.
Once Mats and I after a year and a half it'll take us to watch all of Vampire Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to it because that's what he loves so much about Vampire Diaries is the one-liners, is the stakes, the fact that like this man's gasping, being like, I had no idea this person was about to die. Like you can't get attached to anybody. And people talk about it in like, oh my God, Game of Thrones, that's so great. Sorry, what about our girly shows?
Yes.
They've been killing people off with no regard for years.
Soap operas, that's my like
that's what
people
I'm saying.
die all the time. I'm literally sitting there mouth agape, gasping, or like I have to pause what I'm doing to stare at the screen because I cannot believe what's about to happen. Or it's like, this is too much for me emotionally right now. I need to go ahead a few seconds. Like,
I love no stakes
so
TV.
good.
And then if my TV show is gonna have stakes, I need them to be through the goddamn fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. And they're beautiful. I just looked up everyone on it. Like
everybody's beautiful.
I love hot people doing crazy shit on TV.
Yeah. Like even the old people are hot.
Yeah, everybody's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them and I'm like, yep, that's everyone's hot. And like, I don't know who's gonna die, who's gonna be fucking.
Nope. Bianca Lawson's dad's in it. He plays an absolute psycho.
You're never gonna guess. We're watching Vampire Diaries and it's like episode 4 or whatever, 5. And we see someone's like looking at like an old timey like sepia tin type photograph, and they're like, "Who is this?" And I go, "Mott's pause," and he pauses, and I go, "That's Bianca Lawson." And he goes, "There's no way." And I said, "That's Bianca Lawson in a hoop skirt and a bonnet." And who do we see but Bianca Lawson? And Mott's is like, "Well, at least she's not playing high school." I go, "No, Mott, she is. She's playing a high schooler from the 1800s. She's playing a teenager from the 1800s."
Is she a vampire?
She's a witch.
Okay.
And I was just dying because I was like,
because it would make sense if she was a vampire, because then she could be timeless.
Well, the witches also don't have to age in the same kind of way.
Like practical magic.
Exactly. But Mott's like, now we just have like our Bianca Lawson meter. Anytime he wants to watch an old TV show or an old movie that he like loves, and I go, "Is Bianca Lawson in it?" Every time she is. And I was like, she's the busiest woman ever.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta see it. I'm loving the we started to watch something that had like a similar kind of cover art.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was this.
Move it over some. I can't see it. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was this, and it's not. Because I looked at the premise of this, and I was like, oh, this is not what we...
Was it another Tyler Perry movie or show?
I think so.
Was it Divorced Sisters?
No, I would have remembered that name.
Also, and he also has another one called Sisters, but they're not related. When I was getting my hair done, the beautician had Divorced Sisters on, and I was like, this is actually kind of good. So,
I'm really ready to watch this.
It's so good. Like I can't speak more highly of this show. I am going to be this show's #1 fan.
I mean, even the premise sounds good.
Yeah, it's so good.
And it's Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Trixie and Katya are definitely going to react to it.
If they have, I mean, it's been out for.
The
first season came out in 2024.
Okay, they just did Love on the Spectrum for the first time. They're like, they don't do it. They're pretty late.
Gotcha.
They usually do a couple episodes over a couple seasons.
Gotcha.
So, but they did the Kelly Rowland movie. And
I remember that.
I loved that one.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. And when we get back, we'll get into an update.
Don't miss a special offer on November 19th from Botox Cosmetic on Botulinum Toxin A, the one and only product of its kind FDA approved for over 20 years. Buy one $50 gift card and get one free while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. For prescribing information and box warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtual Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
We are back, and to give you a recap of the original before we get into the update, the original was a 21-year-old whose pronouns were she, her, and it was about her and her boyfriend. He was also 21, and they were together for 2 years. He was her first everything. They were doing the long-distance relationship, but she wants to experience other dudes, but she really wished that she had met him later in life. He wants kids. She didn't. She wanted to open up the relationship for the summer, but knew he wouldn't be into it. And we told her that she was settling and she just needed to break up with him. I stand by that.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's see what she did.
Here we go.
Hi, Eminem, calling in with an update. I was on the June 26th episode Settling, and I was the settler. First, I want to say a massive thank you for your advice. I love you both. When I first called in, I was a bit shocked because I was mentally prepared for you to tell me to stay with my boyfriend at the time. But then you opened with, dump him, get your ass on a Vespa and a yacht. So I'd never even considered that I was settling. And in my head, he was like this perfect person that I didn't deserve. So it took me a while to wrap my head around that. But I didn't break up with him right away. I felt like I needed another reason other than settling. And then for my 22nd birthday, he was visiting me because we were doing long distance over the summer. And something in me told me to go through his phone, which I'd never done before in like the 2.5, 3 years we were together. I figured out his password and I found over 300 porn tabs, all amateur home video type stuff. And I'm okay with porn, but it just felt a lot and a little bit unsettling to see. Later that night, while he was sleeping, I looked through his phone again and I found messages from the first year of our relationship of him flirting with other girls, calling them baby, complimenting them, messaging late at night. And it really broke my heart, but it also validated what I'd suspected at the time, but I thought I was crazy then. Then I went through his hidden photos folder, which was updated daily. It was full of screenshots of girls he follows on Instagram. Bikini pictures, low-cut tops, honestly anything that had a bit of cleavage showing or skin was screenshotted. Some of these people were my friends, some were random girls, some were people we both knew. And mixed in were also screenshots from porn. There were even photos of a pregnant girl he knew from high school, and these were her baby bump progress photos. And then I realized he'd been sexualizing her, which made me physically sick to the point where I was shaking and nauseous. I honestly feel like I was just scratching the surface, but I stopped looking there. It was 2 days before my birthday, and at that moment, I decided I was going to pretend I didn't see anything because I wanted to get my birthday gift from him, and I wanted him to pay for my Six Flags ticket. Somehow, I got through the weekend, and then he left to go back home. 2 weeks later, on FaceTime, I told him everything. He admitted to all of it except the emotionally cheating part. He wanted to stay together. He told me he had a porn addiction, that he knew keeping screenshots of these Instagram girls was disgusting, but that he couldn't stop. He said he'd delete Instagram, change everything. He cried a lot, more than me as well, to the point where I ended up consoling him. At the end of the summer, I moved back to my home city and officially ended things with him in person. So about 2 months after I called in, we were officially over. We have a class together currently, so I see him once a week, which is a bit hard. And we also still text sometimes, which I know isn't healthy, but I'm working on it. I'm also healing. I've been going to the gym consistently. I'm moving out in January, which is exciting. I'm on Hinge and going on fun dates. I also have a girls' trip planned to Miami for New Year's Eve. So hopefully I can fulfill Meghan's prophecy and finally shake my ass on a yacht. That's all for my update. Thank you again for everything. You were both so right. Love you both.
I could have never predicted this is where this was going.
Neither did I. We knew something was wrong. We just didn't know what it was. And
Yes.
I did not expect it to be this extreme.
No, you have to stop texting the man with the pregnancy fetish. Like, you have to. You have to. It is very okay for people who are, for people to feel very sexy and sensual and beautiful while they are while they are with child. I think it's also very okay for someone whose partner is carrying a child to still to have that not change or even heighten the sense of because of what it represents. This is there's a fetish. If it's non-consensual, there's a weird thing in there involved. with that and like in general, like the non-consensual, like your friends and like people you know, like I would feel so deeply uncomfortable if like someone I knew had photos like that, and like especially of like your friends, and then like that you would know and like still be texting him. So
and
like
mixed in with porn, which we are pro porn here. I want to say
but
that.
this man, does he have a job?
So is the writer. But like, how are you, or caller, how do you have the time every day to make a new folder and then empty it, but then also you don't completely empty it, so it's still there?
No, all this tells me, it's like, sure, we could call it a porn addiction, but like I'm calling this man like deeply uninteresting. Like, do you not have hobbies? Do you
also
have
obsessive.
anything? Yeah, like do you have anything else? Like, because again, like because it's like a mix of like even photos of like slight cleavage, there is an aspect of that to me that's like also a non-consensual thing that you're enjoying, like getting off on things that people aren't intending for you to do that.
Yeah, it's they weren't taking that thinking it was sexual, and then
so
he's making it sexual, and it's also your friends.
Yes, so like that to me, I'm like, that's you, like we're tough loving you, like you need to stop texting this man, you need to not be civil with this man, and like you also need to tell your friends that like this is what happened. You need to tell your friends that there are photos of them there, because like they need to know, and they need to be able to act accordingly of like not being cordial with him, not being civil with him. And like part of the reason why I think you're probably still able to like text him and like, you know, see him around and like have it not be a thing is because like you haven't told people, like your people, what you found. But yeah, this is like disgusting.
Yep. So good on you for breaking up with him. Good on you for getting your present. Good on you.
Yeah, that was a great call. We fully endorse that.
Yes. Good on you for ending things and going on dates. Also, Miami, be very careful, but also have fun. I've had so much fun in Miami.
Be specifically careful about the yachts you're getting on.
Yes, don't actually get on yachts, actually.
I don't want you to get on a yacht in Miami.
No.
I'm okay if you get on a yacht.
I'm okay if you're getting on a boat that you and your friends have all put money towards and there's no men on. I'm fine with that. But actually, we say like shake your ass on a yacht, but that is just us using a funny term.
Yes.
Don't actually do that.
No, I would love if your ass is shaking on a yacht that you and your friends, you go to Italy and you charter a boat. Like, I love that for you. I don't want you to get on an old man's yacht in Miami that has a Trump flag.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that. Because...
And cocaine.
No, there's nothing more stressful to me than people doing hard drugs in open water. That is so, like, even drinking excessively in open water, I'm like, you're gonna fall. And like, by the way, if you fall, I know it seems like they're obviously gonna find you. It's seldom.
No.
Seldom.
And also other people on boats drinking and driving the boat.
Yes. And like, those are the people, if something goes wrong and we're at sea, I've just got a bunch of coked up, wasted frat guys, and we're gonna hope that someone knows how to do something.
Yeah, no.
There's not even like a mom at the beach with sunscreen. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't.
Yeah. Go to clubs, go to all the there's a lot of day clubs, there's a lot of night clubs, there's a lot of beach clubs. Go to all those things. If you do get on a boat, it's not getting in water. Also, it's cold. It's gonna be New Year's.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be that cold. Be careful of sharks.
Enough.
I don't know where you live.
They're going to be in Miami, though. It doesn't matter where she lives. They're going to be in Miami.
No, I know. But just like, if you're trying to get on a boat, I'm worried about the sharks.
Yeah. When my friend Sarah was in med school in Miami, and we would do the day parties at the beach, evening parties at a club, but like clubs that had like beds. Pretty cool. And then we would get up and go do yoga in the morning. And there's free yoga everywhere in the park. And then go check out some of the art scene.
I'm not built for Miami. Like, I'm just not. I liked the food.
Yeah, food was great too.
But that was it. I am deeply spoiled by the beaches I grew up with. So getting there and seeing my least favorite kind of seaweed, my least favorite kind of kelp, and then trash on the beach, specifically condoms.
We were going to the beaches that were part of the hotels.
The clubs. Yeah,
it doesn't have all that. No. And we didn't actually get in the water. Yeah. And also, this was years ago.
I mean, I'm also biased because, like, if I look up the water safety for the beaches that I was going to as a child now, you're not allowed to swim in them anymore.
No.
The Marin beaches, they're like, yeah, no, this is toxic waste.
Yeah. When my mom gets here, she always likes to go to the beach, and I'm telling her this year she cannot go.
No.
It's radioactive.
It is horrifying.
It might be better though because it'll be raining.
That's true.
So
maybe it'll wash it
might
out.
actually be better.
So yeah, anyone who's coming to California right now, don't get in our water.
No, they send us alerts.
Yeah, we haven't been able to swim in a while.
Some people are still out there, but
I know.
Yuck.
Even with a wetsuit, I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank. It's just the bacteria, and like even people's. If this helps anyone, if you're like you're still not sold. In Tahoe and even the Venice canals or whatever, there's animals just dying. Like, they're just drinking the water and they're dropping dead. So, and the reason why it's not happening to humans is because the humans aren't drinking the water.
Yep.
But if you drink the water...
You're done.
I am done. But I want to tell you, caller, I'm really proud of you.
You weren't done.
Yeah, I wasn't. Last thing I'll say, caller, really proud of you. You were able to implement, and then you also expanded on our thesis, which was like, dump this man, but you knew you needed to get the Six Flag ticket and the gift out of it, which we fully endorse. We think that's a great idea. So now we've given you more homework, which is we need to stop talking to this man entirely.
Yeah. Also, caller, I checked out some of the other things you're doing online. Pretty interesting.
The fuck?
All right, we're going to take a break.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Your boss is going off at you for missing a deadline, and you swear the clock just moved backwards. Suddenly, you remember the pack of Tic Tacs on your desk. Now you're riding horseback on the beach, the smell of citrus in the air. And what's this? Your boss is sitting behind you, breathing heavenly fresh mint. Refresh your mouth and mind, and share your good vibes with Tic Tac.
Did my card go through?
Oh no.
Your small business depends on its internet. So switch to Verizon Business. And you could get LTE business internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data for unlimited business.
There we go.
Get the internet you need at the price you want. Verizon Business. Starting price for LTE business internet, 25 megabits per second unlimited data plan with select Verizon Business smartphone plan savings. Terms apply.
We're back from our break, and Melissa has something that she wants to share with the class. And me, I haven't heard this yet.
Okay. At 4 o'clock this morning, after I didn't go to sleep till about 2, at 4 o'clock this morning...
So this is why you fell asleep this morning when we were late.
I was going to get to that. 4 o'clock this morning, my fire alarm goes off. But only for like a few seconds. So much so that I thought that I hallucinated it.
Yep.
So I got up. I needed to pee. 10 minutes had passed. I got back in bed. It goes off again. So now I know that it actually happened. And I have the fire alarm system, detective system here. They're all connected electronically, but also have their own individual batteries. When one goes off, they all go off. And then the one that's like right at the door goes, fire, fire.
Oh, I don't like that. This isn't a movie theater.
I don't like it either. So then at this point, I'm walking around and I had looked at my phone. I was like, it was 10 minutes. I'm walking around. I waited 10 minutes. Nothing happened. I waited another 10 minutes. Nothing happened. I was like, okay. I get back in bed and I was half asleep. I was falling back asleep, half asleep. And then just the chirping is going off, just chirping. But then because it's just the chirping, I know it's coming from one. So then I could finally see it.
Mm-hmm.
But my ceilings are very high in this place, so I could not reach it on my own even with my stepladder. So then I had to find things to stack upon each other so then I could reach it because I could not sleep. I had only got 2 hours of sleep at that point.
No, that's hell.
So I climbed upon and was very careful and took it out. It stopped. I went back to lie down. Couldn't go back to sleep.
Of course not.
By this time, it's like 6.
No.
So I'm like, I was waking up at 8 anyway to watch what we're watching for Ben Am I Watching. So I was like, let me just get ready because I can't go back to sleep anyway. So I took a shower, I ate breakfast, and start watching the show. And I fell asleep while I was watching it, which, listen on Thursday.
I want to let you know right now, as a teaser, that was not a unique experience.
No. I fell asleep, but then I got back up, rewound, and finished it. But when I finished it, I fell back asleep. And Megan and I were supposed to start recording at 11. She texted around then and was like, I'm going to be 10 minutes. But I was fast asleep. I didn't see it to 10 minutes later, which I think was pretty good for me to be waking up on my own.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, it's like you knew in your head.
Yeah. So I got up and I was already showered. I just had to put on my makeup. So that's my distraughtness. That's not even technically. I was distraught this morning and tired. I'm still tired. I will be taking a nap when we're done. But it was a rough morning.
No, that's a hell of a morning.
Yeah. I also blame Beauty in Black because I was up late watching
Well,
the
yeah,
show.
but I mean, that's not their fault. Just because you're enjoying something, you have to be punished? That's not fair. This happened to me once, but like it was over the span of like 2 days. So in the middle of the night, I'm a very light sleeper. Mats is not. And I woke up and I was like, why did I just wake up? Like, I wake up for any sort of fucking noise, but I know I'm a light sleeper. So if I am consciously awake, like suddenly I'm like, what did I hear? And I hear it like went off one time. And then I was like, okay. And I like, wait, it doesn't go off again. I'm like, okay, I go to sleep. And I don't wake up again. So I'm like, okay, so it only went off once. And I tell Mons, and Mons was like, I would have woken up. Like, I didn't hear that. And I was like, I swear it did. And he was like, I think you're probably dreaming. And I was like, okay, that's not crazy because all of my dreams start me waking up in my bed. Like, it's very hyper realistic and they're horrible dreams. More nightmares. And so then the next day happened again. And I was like, I swear. Mons was like, no, it's fine. Like, I didn't hear it. It's fine. Like, it's not like beeping and you didn't hear it throughout and I work from home. You didn't hear it for the entire rest of the day. And I was like, no. And so I was like, okay. Next day, he goes out of town for a golf trip. And then it finally goes, no, actually, you weren't crazy. We are running out. We are dead. And it happened in the middle of the fucking night. And I was like, you are fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
And I think I threw something at it to like knock it off, like to try and just like whatever. Got this. I was so miserable. It put me in like the foulest mood for 48 hours. Because like, again, it's one thing if I'm my own demise for my sleep. But like also I keep romanticizing what it's like if it hadn't woke me up. I was like, maybe I was going to have the best sleep of my life. Maybe I was going to be so well rested. And now I'm not.
Yeah.
But I hate that.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
And I know that the sound is like grating because you need to know. But like, God, it really gets in your head.
Still not as bad as it was that one time my ceiling fell in. Because that's how it started, is that the water got into the smoke detector. And then it went off in the middle of the night. And then I changed the battery. And then it went off again. And then, but I didn't know it was water getting in there. I didn't know that's what was happening. And then the ceiling fell in. So, still not that bad.
No, you're right. Yeah. So, hey, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
It really could have been worse. And now you've moved. And we're about to get rain and you'll be fine.
Yeah. But in my search of, can it just randomly go off for no reason? Humidity can make it just go off for no reason. And it's about to be humid.
It is humid already.
So I was thinking maybe that's what it was because it's moving in. You know, me and you have different definitions of humidity.
Yeah. I mean, anything that's not just dry as
I know
a desert.
I know what humidity is, but like when I'm thinking of humidity, I'm thinking about my skin being wet. And you're just thinking about,
I'm just thinking about the air having a little bit of
dampness to it. Yeah.
Grip to it.
But it is, since I am currently on the 3rd floor, it is a little bit more humid up here. And I noticed that outside, like in the hallway up the 3rd flight, there is a vent there. So I probably will just turn that on. So I think they know that's what happened. So they installed a vent.
Damn, that's fucking annoying. I met someone really, really exciting day before yesterday.
Who are they? What do they do? Why are they exciting?
This is major for me. So, to paint a picture, there are 2 houses in our neighborhood that are my absolute favorites. Love them so much. And my
The
neighbor...
actual houses or the people?
The houses.
Okay.
Strictly home. Strictly
Okay.
architecture that we're talking about. The location of both of the houses is also, like, phenomenal, but, like, it's our neighborhood. Like, our neighborhood is fantastic. And, like, I love it. But, like, it's really just, like, the house architecture. And when we went to the Halloween party at our neighbor's house, that was, like, a pre-trick-or-treating Halloween party, we met one of the people who owns one of these houses. And so I've like loved these houses forever. And one of our neighbors who I'm close friends with, turns out these are her 2 favorite houses too. Now, she out of the country. She wasn't able to come to the Halloween party. She left that morning. So she missed out on meeting the person who has the house here. And immediately, all of our other neighbors who we're friends with, the other couple, we like overhear someone talking about like something or whatever of their house or their something, and we just like whip our head around. And I was like, "You live in the house with the blue shutters?" And they literally were like, and like our other neighbors come in, they're like, "We all love your house." And we were like asking all this up, and so I had to bring up my other neighbor, and I was like, "Oh yeah, she's a pastry chef," and she was just like talking about how you have this like very like rare, unique, really like coveted guava. And she was like, "Oh my God, is she here? Tell her she can have as many as she wants." I was like, "She's not, but she's gonna love that information. She will love that." So
get me some too.
And they're pink. So we were already on I was already on a high, and I hadn't told her this yet, and I still haven't told her this part. But what happened day before yesterday, I like had to text her because I was like, "You're not gonna fucking believe what just happened." So we love that house. We would call that our second favorite. That's my second favorite. That's her second favorite. Beautiful house. Number 1 favorite house is like right by our house, and we have never met the people who live there. What I have heard is that they are like not very social, which I took as being like not very friendly. All I know, it's an older gay couple, and I've seen one man outside there. And he's the one to me that I go, doesn't really look approachable. And that's fine. I don't always look approachable. So that's the only person I've ever seen out there. And I'm like a little nervous because I know that this like house, the people there, they're not really like social friends with other people in the neighborhood. And when there was a fire, when the house next to them, they installed new landscaping, and the same day that they installed new landscaping, it got set on fire before they even got home from like not being at their house while they put new landscaping in. It caught on fire. When we were trying to like tell these people to evacuate their home, to be like, "Hey, we don't know if it'll spread," they were like, "We're fine." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So just a little odd. And I see someone who I've never seen before tending to some of the bushes outside. And so it comes over me, and I say, "Hi, I'm sorry. Is this your house?" And he looks at me and goes, "Yeah." Smiles, friendly. And I was like, perfect. I found the golden retriever of the black cat golden retriever relationship. And I had never seen it before. And I was like, "I love your house." He starts telling me all about it. He's like so flattered. I tell him which house we live in. He goes, "I love your house." And he was like telling me how long they've lived there and like how they had renters in there. And they couldn't even live in it for years because they were doing all of the like upgrades, and about how he like hates these houses that are like beautiful on the outside and just have these like just these like shitty updates on the inside. And he's like, they spent like 11 years restoring it. And I was like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful." And he was like, and I was like, "My neighbor, we're obsessed with your home. Like we talk about your home all the time." And he was like telling me about the architect who made it, the year that it was built and all of that. And I was like asking about the landscaping, and he was like, I just like got a piece of graph paper and like drew out what I wanted. And then I just told him like, "Put this here, put this here, put this here," and like came up with it himself. And he was like, "Whenever you guys want to come over, I'll show you everything inside and outside." And I was like, "Sir." And so I texted my neighbor, and I was like, "You're not going to fucking believe it. I met the man who, one of the men from our favorite house. He said we can have a tour whenever." And she's like, "Fucking shit, I cannot believe I'm across. I'm on the other side of the world." And I am just like, I was giddy. Like, just giddy.
I would be too.
Oh my, and it's like, I can't stress how, like, we know almost like, I can put, like, a face to a house, like, specifically, like, where we are, like, our little area. But, like, for most of this, like, I know these people have evaded. They have evaded. Like, my neighbor, she hasn't seen them. She doesn't know them. Like, nobody really knows much about them. They're, like, not super social. And I was like, oh my God. And now I'm thinking maybe them being unfriendly was just a rumor. Maybe nobody's taken the chance to ask them about their gorgeous, beautiful house.
Yeah.
God, I
Sometimes
can't wait.
people just think people are unfriendly.
Yeah.
Like, people think I'm unfriendly.
And I'm thinking that that's what it was because, like, I don't know, like, just because, like, they're not starting the conversations doesn't mean they're not looking to be a part of a conversation. We can't all be starters.
Right.
There's me for that. I'm very outgoing.
You are.
Yeah, I can make up for anyone's shyness. I just keep powering through. So I'm like so thrilled. I literally was like skipping down the street, being like, "Woo! Like this is just great. It's beautiful." And there's no fucking photos on Zillow because they've had it for so long.
Even better.
I know. So that was my great neighborhood win.
Well, I'm glad that you're still making new friends. One day I may join you over there. May.
I will say, we're getting a lot of new people in the neighborhood. Like, there's like lots of new people, lots of babies. I guess we're like the new young new family neighborhood.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, listeners, for vibing with us this week. Join us on Thursday for But Am I Watching? We'll be watching The Wiz. Can also watch The Wiz, the musical live with Queen Latifah that they did.
Wow. Okay, Mats needs to see the original first, though.
Yeah. It could just be a double. If you feel so inclined to watch it, then it's there. I did watch it numerous times. I think it actually was after, because I had... When did Grease live? No, it was before, the year before. Also, speaking of Grease live, they were doing a sing-along this past weekend, and John Travolta showed up, and I didn't know about it. I am pissed.
That's Melissa's favorite Scientologist.
I don't like him.
No, I know. But
I like
Melissa loves Grease.
I love
more
Grease
than
so much.
anybody
But the fact that there was even a sing-along.
Where was it?
At the outdoor place where they
Hollywood
do
Bowl?
music. Yeah. At the Hollywood Bowl.
And he just showed up.
Yeah, and some of the other members of the cast too. But like, I don't care if they showed up or not. I should have still been there.
No, you at least should have known. You should have made the conscious decision to not go if you weren't there.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been not going based on just not knowing what was happening. You need to get on some like Grease master list.
I have to.
Like,
I need to get on a Reddit. I'm not in a Reddit, and that's my fault.
That is your fault. That's your fault. I had to get off the Abbott Reddit.
I can't.
They're making me mad.
There's some shows like my soap operas. Sometimes I can't get on there because I'm like, are we watching the same show?
Yeah.
2, do you just have it on in the background? Abbott is a show that you cannot watch just in the background. You have to also be watching it.
No, and like, show me your credentials because I think you're just watching clips.
Yep.
I think you're just watching clips. And also, I need to see your driver's license. How old are you?
Mm-hmm.
Mad. Makes me...
Still better than Facebook, though, because those people, different breed.
No, you know what I have leaned in, though, is now the only thing I go onto Facebook for besides Marketplace is to look at the groups that are people hating as well. Like, that's like the intent. So specifically, I joined the Disney Burn Book one where like people are reposting things from other Disney fucking forums being like, these people are fucking stupid. Like, why would you do this? And I'm like, so I'm in on it. But like, I cannot be a part of something that like I love and enjoy because that energy is still there. So I have to do ones that I have the hater energy and I'm with my like kind.
Yeah. There's this one thing on General Hospital where people have it, and I've seen numerous posts over the last few months saying like there's so many plot holes and they never solved this and blah blah. And finally I just made a post and I said they did solve it. Here it is. Here's the clip. And they're like, well, it must not been memorable. You weren't paying attention because it was memorable.
I can't stand with the moving the goalposts. So being like, well, I didn't see it. And I go, that's what I'm saying.
Because I would respond to people's comments, but then I kept seeing it being made. We'll see how long it'll stick. But like, it was literally a list of things. I was like, all these things they've closed the story loophole. Like, you can't miss a few episodes and be like, well, they never did this. They did. You just weren't watching it.
Also, you should worry that you don't want to sound. I just wish more people were afraid of sounding stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna do so much work. If I know I missed a couple episodes, I'm not gonna make a grand statement of being like, I can't believe they didn't do it ever, knowing that I didn't watch these.
Yep. There are people that literally are just reading the forum and being like, this show is dumb. I stopped watching it 5 years ago. Then why are you here?
Right. That's literally the people that I'm arguing with in fucking comment section about the California fires. And I go, hey, so judging from your bio, you're from Texas and you've never been here. And they're like, well, Spencer Pratt said. And I said, okay, so if we're citing a MAGA man, oh my God. I even saw someone who left a comment who doesn't live here, who was like, oh my God, I can't believe the reservoirs are empty. We've got so much rain. And I looked and I go, we've had 1 inch of rain this entire year. We've had 1 inch of rain. And that's not even everywhere. That's just like in the mountains, 1 inch of rain. What? Who's we? Because your username is not. It's not from here. You're from and I was getting so fucking annoyed.
The reservoir usually empty.
Like the way that everyone's like they need to fill it, and I'm like,
with what?
Genuinely, with what do you think the point of a reservoir is? Why do you think it's built? What do you think the science behind it is? Huh? And they're like, well, we had all that rain all those years ago. Why weren't there overflow bins? There were. We've overflowed the overflow bins. What do you? I'm sorry. Like, it's literally giving the same thing about, well, what'd you do with your food stamps from September? Ate them. They're already done. Like, this is so fucking stupid. It makes me irate.
All right. Well, anyways, you know to join us on Thursday for The Wiz. Yeah, write in. All the information is in the show notes. Also call. Nobody's called us in a long time. We're getting a lot of spam. I don't even know if our phone number still works because it's all spam. Call us. We also love voicemails.
We do.
If you've been sitting on advice that you think you want advice on, please write in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's it.
Goodbye. This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
And music by Ryan Hunter and Giacomo Picasso.
What I bought? A new Blink Mini 2K Plus smart security camera. What I got? 2K clarity sharp enough to see every detail of home when I'm away. Plus audio like I'm in the room, not with my bestie traveling to another city. Plus easy plug-in setup to install faster than skipping through podcast ads. But you'd never skip ads, right? Plus, I got all of this for just $49.99. Blink Mini 2K Plus. Mini camera, max performance. Shop now at Amazon.com/Blink.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death, the horror comedy game show where nothing is sacred, everything's a little unhinged, and the only thing more cursed than the questions are the jokes. I'm Roz Hernandez, your fearless host, and each week, I'll be leading a brave group of guests through twisted horror trivia, improv games, and enough sarcastic banter to make you question all your life's choices. So come for the screams, stay for the snark. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you. In the meantime, don't get tickled to death!
Oh, the Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. But the Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. And on the Vulgar History podcast, we're going to be looking at the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal of the Regency era. Vulgar History is a women's history podcast, and our Regency era series will be focusing on the most rebellious women of this time. That includes Jane Austen herself, who is maybe more radical than you might have thought. We'll also be talking about queer icons like Anne Lister, scientists like Mary Anning and Ada Lovelace, as well as other scandalous actresses, royal mistresses, rebellious princesses, and other lesser-known figures who made history happen in England in the Regency era. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.